Hey guys, welcome back to Family Frenzy Vlogs. I am here with the hubby today, and we actually are going to sit and chit chat with you guys this evening.
I don't usually get on camera, so this is rare for me.
It is rare for him. Very rare. So yeah, I figure you guys would like to get to know us a little bit, and it's kind of going to help everyone out. You know, we're just going to sit here and talk about relationships, marriage, you know, loving on each other, you know. So we're gonna just ask some questions and go from there.
Yeah, the goal of ours is we want to introduce people to getting back to dating again. We feel like a lot of couples that we know in our circle don't get out and date anymore. They lose themselves and other things, and we don't.
Right.
So we're trying to start what we call Sean and Brenda's date night.
Exactly.
We're inviting you guys to come on our journeys and our dates. And we suggest, or we hope, that you'll go on the dates with us. Like you don't have to go out all the time to be on a date. You just have to carve out some time for your partner and do things together. Little things.
Right. And don't lose your way. You know, life get ahead of us sometimes. Everyone's busy. A lot of people have families. Not everyone, but you have those with little children, you know, teenagers or whatever. And sometimes when you get comfortable, you know, you may lose your way and stop the dating and things like that. But you don't want to do that. You want to still keep that connection with your partner and keep the love strong, you know?
Yeah, like we would like for you guys, like if you're in our area, by all means, we can double, triple, quadruple date, go out on dates and everything. Eventually, hopefully, if it gets big enough, then we can have retreats. You know, we can go somewhere, we'll pick somewhere to go, because we like to travel.
Yeah, it's all about loving on each other.
And getting
you
away
know,
with each other.
Doing something different.
Away from the family.
Yeah.
You gotta find that time. You gotta find that time to bond and be with.
And we're not only talking about in person. You know, we're not saying we have to meet in person all the time. No, we're just making suggestions on what you can do, you know, with your partner. The type of dates that you can choose to have, you know, whether you go out, away, whether you stay in. We're going to make some suggestions and hope that you guys would, you know, choose to date. You know, I guess.
Just starting from the beginning, starting it all over. Starting when you used to call every day 5-6 times. What you doing? No, what you doing? No, what you doing? Or texting. Hey, I just said hi.
Right.
Hello, I just said hi.
That was us.
Yeah, we had this thing where we would send each other songs.
Yeah, every morning.
Like I would send a song, and then she would send a song back, just to kind of relay what we were feeling or how we was feeling. We got away from that, but we still go out and date. Every once in a while we'll do it, or I'll get in my mood when I get into the music mood, and I can't sing by no stretch.
He can't, y'all.
But I get in my mood, I'll be serenading her to death.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just those types of things, and we want to invite y'all to come along with us.
Yeah, that was cute, y'all. When we used to send each other songs, it was actually before either of us said, I love you. And he actually started it. He sent me a song. I used to go to work early in the morning, like around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
And I was going to work earlier than her.
Yeah, I'll be headed to work, and then I'll get a text from him, good morning, beautiful, or he'll just send me a song. And I knew that he was trying to relay some messages to me, you know, but I thought it was cute. And I just started sending him songs as well. It was just a thing that we used to do. It was cute. We used to listen to the song. It was a good way to start our mornings, you know. So, yeah, it was cute.
So, yeah, I mean, I did it. She's always right. I did it. And all you guys out there, you know, they say happy wife, partner, happy life. It's sort of true, but you got to be happy too.
Absolutely, and I believe in that.
You cannot be miserable in your relationship. So, although she's happy, you got to be happy too.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's not just about us, because men have feelings too, you know, and I've always, you know, said that, like, any relationship I was ever in, you know, it's like, it's not just about me, it's about him too. But thankfully, when we linked up, you know, our connection was different, you know, and just like I like to be happy, I want him happy. So I'm gonna do things that I know he likes, you know. I may surprise him, you know, I may cook his favorite meal, you know. It's not just about me, you know. It makes me feel good to see a smile on his face as well.
We talk. That's the communication is the number one key to all of this. Whether you want to hear it or not. Some days I don't want to hear none of this crap, but you got to. You got to sit down and you got to talk, because you don't know what she's feeling. She don't know what I'm feeling unless we communicate.
Right.
And then we can work on that problem. Our new thing now, and over the last year or so, is positive energy. So what that means is we can have an argument, a disagreement, but after she says her last word, I'm done. All right, you finished? You done? I heard what you had to say. Now it's over. I'm not going to give it no negative energy, because you let that fester, then it's one day, then 2 days. Now you're thinking about it all week. For what? And it's not like you're going anywhere, but now you got all this hostility in the air. You can say what you have to say, express your feelings, let it be known how you feel. Make sure the other person, fellas, listen. Ladies, listen. Don't come back. Just listen to what that person has to say or your partner has to say. And then you work the problem and you move on. You don't give it the negative energy, because then it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And then it snowballs. So we that's our new thing now. We're giving everything the positive energy. We're not trying to go into anything negative. Of course, everybody has their moments and their days where they think about this, that, or the other. Mm-hmm. But you gotta let it go, because it doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do your spouse any good. Like if she comes home from work and I know she had a bad day, I know she's gonna go on about it all night long. Mm-hmm. And my only rebuttal to her is, this is nothing new, so let it go. And then when she realizes or thinks about it, she was like, you know what, yeah, I've been dealing with this for so long. It's not the same.
And it may take me a minute to even think that. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes I have to just sit down and, you know, just gather my thoughts and chill out for a second. Mm-hmm. It may take me a second, but, you know, I slowly begin to come around. And
so, yeah. But that's just little things that we're trying to do as far as, you know, just keeping our space together. I was married once. That didn't work out in my favor. And it was because I wasn't happy. I didn't communicate a lot of stuff. Communication wasn't given back. There was a lot of miscommunication. And so all that accumulated into a snowball, and it just didn't work. And then when I first met her, I still was in my shell of not saying nothing. I like to keep things to myself. Like, I'm one of the people that you could tell what kind of mood I am in if you look at my face really
Absolutely.
Hard. Like, if I'm upset or mad, you can see it all over me. Because I'm always smiling and laughing and joking. Even if I'm tired, I won't have that aggravated look. But if I'm agitated or aggravated or angry, I can't hide.
Right.
And so it took me a while to open up and express, but that's where the communication came in. It's a lot of things that we don't agree on to this day, that we'll never agree on. Ever. We already come to the conclusion that we'll never agree.
Ever.
We'll never agree. But that doesn't stop us from going about what we do. We just, that's part of our growth. Learning to live with each other's faults.
Right. And it's not going to be perfect all the time. It's not going to be perfect. You know, no relationship out there is perfect. You're going to run into your bumps, your hurdles, things like that. It's all about compromise.
Yeah. Oh, I compromise a lot. Trust. I've given up and I've compromised a lot. But there are some things that I won't compromise and that I won't give up. But that's all, again, part of the communication. She knows what I can and won't do. I know what she can and won't do. And we'll go about it like
right,
that.
And vice versa.
So,
yeah.
So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you guys some questions to ask your spouse or partner. I say partner because a lot of you might not be married, but to ask your partner as far as, you know, just the introduction all over again. To start the ball rolling all over again. We do it all the time.
Yeah, we do it a lot, right?
We every time
sometimes,
we come on,
yeah, I'll
she'll
come
just
out
come
of
out
nowhere.
and be like, yo, what did they? I'm like, huh? What? You already know this. No, but I'm just. So we'll go into the whole spiel. But
I'm like, what did you like about me?
yeah, she'll hit me with it all.
When did you know you fell in love with me?
All the time. When I told her, I said, you know, we're gonna get around to the elephant in the room. She said, elephant in the room? Yeah, the elephant in the room.
I remember that.
What's that? What's the elephant in the room? You know what the elephant in the room is. We'll get around to it.
I just wanted him to say it.
She just wanted me to say it. And I had to be the man
Stop
to say it
beating
first.
around the bush.
I had to be the man and say it first. But, all right, so, like, question number one is, you know, where did y'all meet? And how did you meet? And what attracted to each other? Like, did you see her? Did he see you? Did she see she? Did he see he? Whatever it is. How did you meet? I saw her walking down the street, pulled over and shot my shot.
It was too early in the morning.
Hey, listen, I was working. I get up at work. I'd be at work at 5 o'clock. I used to wash windows back then. I was a window washer. And on my way to work, I saw the boop 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 down the street. Like, oh.
What is the boop boop boop?
Oh yeah.
What the?
That's what I said.
Oh my God.
When she walking, when she walking away from me, it go doo doo doo. So you gotta excuse me. I just had back surgery and I'm still trying to get by. So if I do this little shaking and try to stand up a little,
Just readjusting.
Just readjusting. But yeah, that's the first question is, where do you guys meet? Do you recall the meeting? Now, see, that's a bad sign if you don't recall the meeting. I don't care how long ago it is. You should always know when and where you met.
Yeah, it's certain things you'll always remember and never forget, y'all. If it was special, you know, you should never forget that day you first met your partner.
Yeah. Yes. Especially if it's going good. If it's going real good, because again, we all got bumps in the road. We all have our challenges. But if it's going good, or if you know you ain't going nowhere, I've told her several times, the next nigga gonna have to live with me on the couch. Excuse my language. The next person, man, woman, child, the next man that come into her life, I'm not a part of it, gonna have to deal with me living on the couch, because I ain't going nowhere. I'm done.
There's no other man, okay?
Just saying, if it was,
nobody's coming up in here.
If it was, I will be on the couch. He would have to deal with it if I ain't going nowhere. So that's the first thing. So that would be the first question.
And from that day forward, everybody, we everything went strong like from the beginning. Like we was on the phone. I think that evening you called me. We really started talking, getting into conversation.
You go back to your high school days. You was on the phone like puppy dogs.
Yeah, we was on the phone late night.
Real new from like she would fall asleep on the phone. Like hang up the phone. I
didn't want to hang up.
I'm up. You sleep. I hear you breathing. I'm up. Knowing I gotta be up at 3 o'clock to go to work.
But you was on the phone too.
But I'm a vampire. I stay up at night. I was 4 hours asleep.
We both was on the phone having those late night conversations. We'll get off the phone, say like 12:30, 1 o'clock, knowing good and well we had to be up at 5 in the morning, and then
it's just crazy.
We'll be back on the phone right before we start work. that same morning.
So that's basically the first question. Where did you guys meet?
Relive that moment, guys.
Yeah,
where did you first meet your partner?
Talk about it.
Yeah.
The second one. Where was your first date? Now see, she didn't remember.
But
she didn't remember.
I thought what had happened was I thought that we had dinner and a movie within the same night. I really did. I forgot that we chose to do the movie first and then dinner.
Yes.
So.
Yes. and we went to. We cannot. Neither one of us can remove the movie because it was so corny.
I can't even remember the actress name.
It was so corny. It was oh my God! It was like a waste of $15, $30 because it was so corny. Like, I can't remember the name. She can't remember. I really don't remember the name of it. It was supposed to be something like a horror flick.
I think. No.
I remember the name of it.
You remember it?
Wasn't it Ouija?
No, it wasn't Ouija. We went to go see that movie about the lady. She was a nympho.
Oh, see.
Wasn't she an author or something like that?
I don't remember. That's how corny this movie was, and I'm a movie.
The lady was addicted to sex, guys, and we went to go see this movie. It was, it was okay. It was okay, but and Sean, he caught a coughing fit in the movie theater.
Yeah. I was coughing.
He was nervous. I was smelling all good and everything.
Yep, she was. Yep, she was. It was beautiful. So
I remember the outfit you had on that night. He had on some blue jeans, and he had on a blue and white button down the front shirt. And the first time we went out, I said, "Oh wow!" I was like, "Okay, had a dress, all right, okay."
Yeah, I've fallen off, but that's because I started my business. But that's a whole nother story. Another question. Now, once you've gotten together, what is it that attracted you to your partner? Like, what is the attraction of your partner for you? It's like once I got to know her, I knew right away that she had my back, even in the early stages. And I didn't have that before, so that was huge. It was like, okay, all right, I can see it. Like, you usually don't get it right away, but I can see it right away. So that was one of the major things for me. Like, everything is different for everybody else, and the looks and all that. You're attracted to what you look for. Of course, I pulled over, so obviously that was fine with me. But it was getting to know her, and then knowing that what we talked about, the things we discussed, I could see right away that she had my back in things that I never had before. I'm a loving, trusting guy. I'm not a jealousy guy. I hate jealousy. And so, I don't bring my past relationships into my present relationships. And it was kind of difficult for her at first, getting to understand that part of me. But she stuck through it. She fought through it. There's some things that she still don't understand. Or can't, like I said, the things that we'll never agree on, that she can't wrap her head around. But I could see that through all that, she had my back. And so I was like, okay, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. That's out of everything. I can have everything, but that's what you need. You need a partner that has your back no matter what.
Yeah, because when we met, you had a vision for yourself. You was trying to start your own business, and it was pretty much your dream. So you needed that support, and I wanted to back him on that. He wanted to start his home improvement business, and why not? Just like if I have a dream, he'll support me. So it's a partnership,
Yeah, because sometimes people, why you doing that? You YouTubers out there, why you doing that? You got a good job already, or you making money already. I'm not a content person. I don't like to stay in one position. I don't like to be stagnant.
Right.
And I just didn't have that back. Yeah, I had it from my family, but when you're with somebody and they don't have your back, then that's a problem. So, what's your attraction? What were you attracted to? What brought that out of you that you was like, okay, this is what I want? And for me, that was it. It was knowing she had my back.
Yeah. And for me, what attracted me most to him was his consistency And that was very important to me, because when you first meet someone, it's one thing, you know, they're giving you all that, hey, you know, you look good or whatever, or, you know, normal daily conversation, but that could just stop in an instant, you know. And it's so many different women out there, you know, to choose from or whatever. So when I first met him, you know, I was in a place where trust was an issue for me. I had a hard time trusting. And in my mind, you know, due to things that I've been through in the past, things like that, I knew I didn't want to bring my past into the next relationship, but it was very hard for me, because even though he was being consistent and showing me how interested he was in me, still in back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know, when he's not with me, I don't know who he's talking to, and fellas, this and that, and
fellas,
you
know I had to fight that fight. Oh my God,
that was a big struggle for me. It was really a big struggle.
I had to fight that,
you
fight
know,
of past demons.
Yeah. And, you know, another thing besides the consistency, another thing that really attracted me to him is when he came to me one day and he told me, you don't need all this.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you don't need all this. When I met him, I was in a bad place. I was in a place where I wasn't like feeling pretty, you know. I felt that I needed all the extras, you know, just to feel good about myself. And that was because of different things that was going on in my life. And when he told me, you don't need this, you don't, be yourself.
My exact word, I want to see the person I wake up with.
Right.
When you first wake up in the morning, you don't have makeup on, your hair ain't done, you ain't got your eyelashes on, you ain't got your contacts in. That's the person I want to see. Yeah. That's the person that's the real you.
Right.
I don't want your representative. I don't need your representative. Yeah. Your representative can kick rocks for all I care. I want the person that is you. Yeah. So I told him, you don't got to put on makeup. Yeah, well, if you don't feel like doing your hair, don't do your hair. Just throw it up and let's go. Yeah. I mean, all that frivolous stuff. I mean, of course, you guys, meaning females, like to look good and present yourself. You present yourself for other females. You're not presenting it for me if you're with me. And I understand that. But when we just go on somewhere simple, you don't got to do all that. It's not necessary.
Yeah, I was doing all that, guys.
I want to see you. I need to see you. I'm going to be with you, not that representative. And I told her from the gate, like, I don't need all that. To this day, I don't like her wearing makeup. She'd be like, I gotta put on a little bit. I'm like, okay, whatever. But
ladies, you know, sometimes, I mean, if you're going out, you want to look good, you know, so you want to, you know, put on a little makeup sometimes. Already. Everybody's not into makeup, and I don't wear makeup. Thank you, honey. I know that. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. But sometimes you want to wear a little makeup, put a little, you know, foundation or whatever, get your lashes done. You know, you wanna do that sometimes. You know, that's just me. I want to do it sometimes. When we go out, yes, I'm going to put on a little, you know, powder and, you know, put on the, the eyeshadow sometimes. Yes, I will do it sometimes.
She went to work with lipstick on the other day and kissed me. I was like,
I did it intentionally. I wasn't going to kiss you before I put it on. I kissed you after I put it on, so I could smack it right on you. Yeah. Wear it all day.
Nope.
All day.
It came right off.
And I gave you another one. Mwah.
As soon as you left,
come on. But anyway, yes, guys. So, yes. Besides him being consistent, like I said, he actually made me comfortable, helped me to be comfortable in my skin, because I was going over the top with the makeup and I gotta make sure my hair done and get the outfit and putting on the jewelry. I'm telling you guys, like the necklace, the bracelets, big earrings, you know, all the time. Like, oh my gosh, he could have just been coming around to the house, which was another thing he used to do. He used to just drive around to my house, guys, and we used to just sit outside and talk for hours. Yeah, and
she didn't want me to introduce me to her daughters, which I understood.
Right, I didn't want to bring him into the house around my girls right away.
I have so much to give, because that's a whole nother topic. As far as, but we'll talk about that later, as far as being a step parent. Yeah. And I can give you guys a whole lot of tips.
Yeah, that's a whole video that we can do.
I can give you so much insight on how to be a step parent.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why, you know, I didn't have a problem with that, because I know if I was in her shoes, I wouldn't want nobody just coming in off the street like, who the hell is in my house?
Right. I had to make sure that, you know, it was.
She had to vet me out.
Yeah, I had to feel in my heart that he was gonna be here, you know, for a while. And no one knew at that time if he was there to stay. You know what I mean? But I had to feel confident in my heart that our relationship was getting strong enough to withhold a long-lasting relationship before I brought him around the girls. So yeah, it worked out, obviously, and he helped me through a very tough time that I was going through, and he made me feel more confident about myself. And yeah, I felt that at that moment when he told me that I don't need all that extra stuff, it was like I could be me. That's the way I felt. I felt like I could be me. And it was from that day on. I think the next day you came to the house, I had on a t-shirt and some black tights. Ashy tights at that, y'all. You know, after you wash your tights so much, your black tights, and then they start looking gray and ashy. Yes. I probably had ashy feet too, y'all.
Wouldn't bother me, no.
But yeah. But don't get me wrong, when we go out, I still try and put it on for him. I still want to look nice for him.
And that's fine,
you
but
know,
it's not a necessity. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not necessary to do constantly or all the time.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's another question that we propose that you guys just ask to each other. Like, you know, what was their attraction? And then the next question is like, what are your weird habits? Like, all of us have weird habits, and what are they? What is your weird habit? Like, what do you do that you be like you wouldn't do nowhere else but to your spouse? Like, what is it that only your spouse can get and only in the house?
I'm laughing already.
When you're playful, like she has this thing. I'll let her tell it.
So guys, I love it when he cook. Okay, do your spouse or your partner cook?
That's another.
Isn't that an amazing thing? I love it. I love it when he cook, and if it's smelling really good, you know, or don't let me taste it. Okay, so you want me to tell him? Okay.
This is your weird
so
thing. This is weird
if he's in the kitchen standing up at the stove with a cabinet or whatever, I'll pretty much run up behind him, grab him from behind, and I kind of like
and hump my butt. She comes and humps my butt.
I do.
Like, I'm cooking and you're humping my butt. Like,
because it's good.
Go sit down somewhere. Let me finish cooking. All the time. It's all the time.
But so I don't hump his butt all the time, y'all. But I will stand behind him sometimes. Like,
if she loves it, she gonna hump me. It's like, what in the hell?
Yeah, guys.
It's just the weirdest thing.
It's weird.
I guess, and like I told y'all, my weird thing is when she walks.
I don't understand it.
I
I don't need sound effects every time I walk, okay? I don't need sound effects, okay?
That's my weird thing, man. Every time she walks,
I don't even want to move. I take one step, all you hear is doo-doo. Like, what? You crazy.
She'll bend over.
Oh my goodness.
Show me the moon.
I can't.
Show me the moon.
I can't. Next question.
But yeah, that's a question that so, and then sometimes you gotta ask the hard questions, or you gotta talk about the hard things. And so one of the things we do is, what don't you like about your partner? What is it that drives you nuts about your partner? Like, you live with it, but it drives you insane. And I'm sure we both got a list long as the Sahara Desert as far as what drives us nuts. Like, it's a few things with her that absolutely. She's OCD. She got the water bottle got to be. We have a fountain where you get hot and cold water.
Why you had to say that?
Because this is the OCD in her. It had to be the words had to be facing outward, you know, on the bottle with polar springs on it, so you can be seen. It couldn't be facing the wall. It had to be just so it could be seen. Just
it was backwards.
Nobody cares. They're getting water. Nobody cares. She'll move stuff. Like I'll have some mail and I'll sit it on the table and then be gone within an hour. I'm like, I just had the mail there.
I do move stuff around a lot, y'all. That is a bad habit that I have.
She moves everything around.
I need to stop that.
She'll put stuff up and then forgot where she put it. And then when you're looking for it, it's like, it was right here. Just stop touching stuff.
I just be trying to clean. I don't want to
It
lay it
don't
around.
need to be clean. It's just stop touching stuff. Just leave it alone. It's not hurting nobody. Oh, it drives me insane. Insane. But that's just one of the things that just drives me absolutely, positively nuts. And then she got this other thing that drives me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's an apology.
No. Stop. You ain't got to be sorry. No. Stop. That drives me. Stop.
But if it's appropriate to say at the time.
She say it all the time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. Stop. My bad. Oops. Oh. I'm sorry. Those two things drive me insane. It's not much. I mean, I have a list of things, but those two, especially that moving stuff. Oh my God, she got to clean and put and decorate. Like we have a thing where we put plastic forks in. Just recently, to the other day, she would take all the forks. If all of them wasn't either up or down, she would turn them to where they were all down, they were all up. Why? Why?
I don't know. It just drives me crazy. They should be in the same direction.
Yeah, okay.
It looks better. It don't look junky.
See, who cares? It's for when they go in your mouth. Who cares where that fork going? That fork going in the garbage in a minute.
Oh my goodness. Well, some things that drive me crazy about him is the sloppiness. Oh my God.
OCD, I'm trying to tell you.
No. Tell me.
Okay, and God's going to back me up on this one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure, because they probably doing the same thing.
Go ahead.
Guys, he would come upstairs to change his clothes.
I told you. I knew exactly what you were going to say.
He takes his pants off, step out of his pants, and leaves them on the floor. Instead of
9 times out of 10, I'm putting them back on tomorrow. So why I gotta throw them in the closet when I'm right? Get up, wash my face, go in the bathroom, come back out, and put them right back on.
No. That's what the closet is for. That's what your drawers are for. Why are you leaving your pants on the floor? They don't belong on the floor. And then he leaves the pants on the floor. And then if he decides not to put those pants on the next day, he goes and grab another one. Those same pants stay in the floor unless I pick them up until he come home that night. Then he takes off the pants that he just put on that same morning and put them right back on the floor. And not only the pants are on the floor, but his socks as well. There's probably freaking 3 pairs of socks rolling up under the bed right now.
We're not going to go into this.
Yeah, of course we're not going to go into
We're not gonna
it.
go this on camera.
I can go upstairs right now and probably find 3 pairs of socks and maybe...
And how many cups can I find upstairs?
Well, look.
Yeah.
No, don't try and detour. We're talking about you right now. He's trying to detour and distract me. That we're not having that right now.
Okay, go ahead.
But anyway, yeah, the way he throws things around in the room and then I have to come behind him and pick it up. It drives me crazy, okay? It really does. It drives me crazy. Another thing. When this man cooks, very rarely do he clean up behind himself.
That's why we got children.
No. He will go in the cabinet in the kitchen and grab all the seasonings that he needs. Every single container of season will be spread out on the cabinet. Not even in the same place. Okay, now this is my OCD. All right. Maybe you don't have to be next to one another when it's on the cabinet. But he would take all the seasonings he need. They be spread all out on the cabinet. You got the seasoning salt there, the black pepper over there, the adobo over there. You know, everything is just everywhere. He got like 3 pots going on the stove. And paper towels. You got the cut up onions and peppers all over here. And then the cutting board. And whatever else he may be using at the time, everything going at the same time or whatever. He's at the stove cooking, stirring up whatever. Everything stays on the cabinet, okay? Unless I, myself, or one of the girls come in, clean the kitchen.
It's time to clean the kitchen. I cook. I did all the work. They can clean up. Okay,
well, yes, chores can be done. However, sometimes, guys, when I cook, okay, I cook and I clean. Now, how many of you will cook and clean? What'd you say?
Nothing.
How many people will cook and clean out there? I'm sure I'm not the only one. Look, once I'm done using a pot, look, stop. Don't try to distract me. Once I'm done using a pot, I'll take my food, whatever it is, whether it's vegetables, rice, or whatever, and I put it into a bowl. And then I'll go ahead and wash it out. Less dishes after you eat dinner, right? What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
You cook.
I clean.
Put it into
I do
the
it
bowl.
All the time. Like
and then you wash it out.
I don't do it all the time.
And in the midst of cooking, once I'm done with my seasons, I'll put them back in the cabinet, and I'll keep my cabinets clean. Okay?
Now, I'm not going to diminish, because everybody works. And everybody's job is different. I have a very physical job. And I'm not the type of person that say, well, you got to cook every night. So I'd be nice when she's tired. So I'll come home and cook. But I'm tired too. And so once I'm done cooking, I'll make my plate, I'll eat it, and then I'm going upstairs to bed. I'm not thinking about cleaning up nothing, because I done worked all day. So
that's why I don't.
Excuse. It's not an excuse.
Yeah.
And I don't do it all the time, but that's mainly why things be all astray and all over the place.
And that's why I don't cut his throat every time, guys. I know that.
Every time she do. Oh, every time.
Not every time.
You don't clean up behind yourself none of the time. Not none of the time.
The majority of the time, you don't clean up behind yourself when you cook.
I'm going to give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what she...